So, Alex, I never told you how I got into show business.
Was that what? Okay. Was I supposed to ask? Oh, gee whiz, why you went into show business? Was I supposed to ask that, or
Yeah,
we do these things unscripted? It's not like I have interest in everything about your life. It's
yeah.
not like this. Not like this has anything to do with you getting
No,
caught
no, you're
having an affair with a nun or anything like
no,
that.
you're obsessed with my life story. You keep asking me probing questions. So
How
I
about
thought
this
I'd give you.
question? How about this question? Can you
Yeah,
stay in focus in the camera side?
yeah, I am in focus. I mean,
Okay, then stay there.
all right.
Well, tell me how you got into showbiz.
Anyway, I got into show business because when I was 5 years old, my parents gave me a a walkie-talkie set, and for Christmas. And so everybody in the whole family used to gather at our house for Christmas. So I had been watching the weatherman, Don Kent. Don Kent was our weatherman on WBZ Channel 7 in Boston, Massachusetts.
See, folks, this is the stuff you remember in your old age, like who the
So,
weatherman was and what channel he was on.
right. But, everybody, well, we only had two channels during those days. All right. This is a 1952,
Okay, it was
53.
powered by brontosaurus meat in the back. You
That's
just
correct. Yeah.
got it.
Actually, it was gerbils running on a treadmill.
Got it.
That's
Okay.
how, that's how we go. Anyway, so Don Kent used to forecast all of the weather, especially hurricanes, and he had this very uh, uh, imposing presence. He would say things. He would introduce like, "This is Don Kent. My advisory for the weather today is to batten down the hatches because Hurricane Eileen is bearing down on the Boston seashore."
I mean, it is
And
Boston.
small boats and automobiles should take shelter immediately. And he would go on and on. So you know what I did with the walkie-talkie set that my family gave me for Christmas?
How
I
could
went
I
into the
know?
kitchen. I went into the kitchen and I gave my brother, my older brother Michael, I gave him the other walkie-talkie, and I said, "You have to turn this on when I give you the cue, and you have to let them hear what I'm saying in the kitchen." So I did a radio broadcast,
Okay.
and given the reaction, I knew I was an actor at that moment. At 5 years old, I knew I was created by God Himself, by the Almighty God,
To
that
impersonate
created
something that you aren't?
to impersonate people that I was not. Because as Charlton Heston told his son Frazier, when Frazier went to show and tell at school, and the teacher asked Frazier, "What does your father do?" Frazier said, "My father pretends to be other people." Now, normally this would get you about 6 months in a sanatorium in a cuckoo hatch. But no, that's called actor. Anyway,
Well,
so
they
I
all deserve to be there
so
anyway,
when I
so.
started, I started school the next year in the first grade, and I was in every single school play for 8 years.
Oh, you were a theater kid? You were dare I say it,
Yeah,
a thespian?
a thespian. Well, and I heard about.
H-O-M-O.
Yeah, yes, I was one of those. You see, and
I'm
I
shocked.
love makeup. I love to be in makeup. Yes,
I'm sure,
so
yes.
ready for.
Makeup love to be in you.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Yes. So anyway, I got to high school and I joined the dramatics club, and we did plays. And I met this sister of Saint Joseph, Sister Gretchen, because the Sisters of Saint Joseph, they actually ran the school. Anyway, she wrote a play called The Immortal Oath. She wrote plays. That's what she did.
Of course, because that's what nuns do.
And no, this is what this nun did. She was also equally gifted in fine art painting, but she had to make a choice. The superior nun said, "Listen, you got to make a choice. Either it's theater or it's painting. You can't do both." So
Because that's too much fun. That's too much happiness and joy.
much fun, and you're under a vow of poverty, and we can't afford you. All right. So she
Got it.
chose the theater. So she started writing these plays. So she wrote this play. So I'm auditioning for the part of Cain, because the whole show takes place in the Garden of Eden with Adam, Eve, Cain, and Abel.
Who played the serpent?
I was off stage. That was a voice off stage.
Ow.
I know. Yeah, we couldn't find anybody thin enough to actually play the serpent.
But you all were fat. Okay, got it. Keep going.
So I auditioned for the part of Kane,
Okay.
and I get the part, right? So I asked her, I said, why did I get the part? She said, because you have a mean streak in you and you do it very well, right? Flash forward to, let's see, 30 years later.
Okay. Wow, that's quite a flash.
And I'm doing my one-man John Kennedy show. I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild. I'm a member of the board of directors. I'm a member of Actors Equity, American Federation of Television Radio Studio Artists. So I've done a lot of stuff. But I did my own one-man show on the college circuit. As it so happens, Sister Gretchen had become president of Regis College, all-girls college in Brookline, Massachusetts.
So this is when she took up painting, right?
Booked my show. She booked my show. And I went there and I met with her before the show. I set the show up. I did the show. During the show, she was pacing along the back aisle. I could see her it's a one-man show, by the way. And she's pacing back and forth, back and forth. And I'm going, I really got worried. I was really concerned. I said, oh my God, she hates this show. And I'm on stage all by myself, and I've got another channel of my brain. See, when you're acting, you have several channels going on.
Sure.
There's one channel that's in the character. You've got another channel that's in the audience watching you. And then you've got another channel that's actually watching everything going on at the same time. So you've got at least 3 channels for an actor, right?
Yeah.
So the show finishes and everybody starts to clear out. She comes down the middle aisle and she gives me one of these. She said, do you know what I liked about the show? I said, I'm afraid to ask. I'm afraid to hear it. She said, I liked your restraint.
You?
I know. I said, were you watching another show?
Were you wearing rubber underwear?
You were.
Because that's a pair of pants you'll never get back.
Anyway, I have her to thank for the fact that she encouraged me to pursue my passion and pursue my love and enter the theater after I finished my first stint as a professor of philosophy by throwing out the college president. We'll do a special podcast on how I threw the president of the college out, okay? When I was 27 years old.
You got bored, huh?
I got bored. I'm easily bored. That's why I'm doing podcasts with you. Bye, Alex.
Catch you around.
See ya.